I I Good afternoon. Let's welcome the MIRM 26 class with a big applause. Ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, professors, staff, families, welcome to the graduation day of Class 2025. Thank you for being here as we celebrate this important achievement. I would also like to extend a warm welcome to the graduates' families and friends watching this event in live stream. Gentili ospiti, grazie della vostra presenza qui oggi così numerosi per festeggiare i nostri diplomati. Benvenuti a MIB Trieste. Ho il piacere di dare il benvenuto anche a coloro che seguono questa cerimonia via web. Now I wish to introduce the speech of our Dean, Professor Andrea Tracogna.
Dear graduates, students, alumni, families, friends, fellow faculty, guests, I'm so happy to welcome you in this beautiful palace, the Ferdinandeo Palace, our house of MIB Trieste School of Management, and to make an introductory address to you. Early autumn, October, is a period of celebrations in this school. We open the masters, we graduate the previous editions of the masters, and we also have other important events. For example, tomorrow we will celebrate the reunion of our alumni community in Milan in the splendid tower of PwC. We are so happy to have this opportunity to share with you some thoughts about the master you attended and the school itself in front of such a diverse and qualified and important audience. In a few moments, Professor Seganti will give you an account of this 26th edition of the Master in Insurance and Risk Management, and acknowledge your achievements, your success. My role is to focus on the school and the context around us, which I will do in a few seconds, in a few minutes. But I'm very happy to have a chance in this occasion to introduce you to Professor Donata Vianelli, who is the rector of the University of Trieste. University of Trieste is collaborating with the school since a long time. We both are long-standing partners to running this program and also the MBA program. And on top of this, the University of Trieste is our parent university. Most of us, we belong to this academic institution. We run important research activities there. And so it is a very honor and a privilege to call Professor Vianelli here to give you a short address in this occasion. Please.
Good morning to everybody. Usually, you know, let's say I'm new as a rector because I started August the 1st, but it's like probably like 2 months. I'm doing wishes to ceremonies, participating to many events. And this is the event of the final ceremony of MIB Trieste School of Management. But what is making really the difference between this event and other events I participate every day is that for me, MIB School of Management is very, very special. I was, let's say, born as a professor in MIB Trieste School of Management. I've been teaching here for 12, 14 years, so for many years. And I think that I have to be really grateful for what MIB Trieste School of Management has given to me. Here I have learned first of all, the capacity to do everything with a very high quality. Here I started to learn about different topics in a way that were very different from the university. So on one side, very practical, but on the other side, and so in this way, creating, let's say, a base that I still have today, but on the other way, very, very practical. So I had been able to learn how to deal with companies, how to deal with strategies. And so, you know, for me here, it's an emotion to have you, all of you, in front of me here, because it's really the place where I can say that I have learned all the skills that today made it possible for me to become a rector. Obviously, you know, in the years I've been teaching here, I met a lot of students graduating here, and I have seen them, their career today. Obviously, they are a top manager. Most of them are top managers working all over the world. And let me tell you that I've seen some qualities that can distinguish these top managers that studied here in MIB School of Management that I think are very important and that I think you should have for the future. Let me summarize, I think, two, three qualities that are very important. The first one is the capacity to be a leader. Leadership doesn't mean hierarchy. It means the capacity to work with other people, to involve your team in order to reach your goals in the company. The second capacity is their capacity to adapt to the changes of societies, to the change of companies. The MIB today in 2025 is operating, is targeting a society that is completely different, also a company environment that is completely different than 20 years ago. But they had been able to become managers and to become top managers because they had been able to evolve themselves in a long learning approach to the changes of society. So today you have your graduation, but I think that staying in contact with your business school would also be very important for the future. And the third quality is the capacity for a lot of these students to, let's say, fall down and start again. Because, you know, in life, you win, you lose. Let me tell you that usually you learn more when you lose than when you win. And what you can, if you're able to elaborate information, to analyze what you have done right, what you have done wrong, I think you can have a great future. So all my best wishes for your future. And let me tell you again, it's really an emotion for me to be here as a rector. And probably, I mean, almost 30 years ago, I couldn't have imagined that I could stay here talking to you in my position and in my school, that is MIB Trieste School of Management. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Professor Vianelli, for these wonderful, nice words on MIB, but also on the importance of education in general, both at university, at the business school, wherever you are. After this address, may I take just a few minutes of your patience to say something about the program first and the school. The program, MIRMA was launched in the year 2000, so 25 years ago. And based on this program, the school has positioned itself in a very different area. We were not focused on insurance before starting the master. This positioning on the insurance is somehow complementary to our historical one in international business. So we have two positionings that are very, very peculiar, very interesting, very important, and sort of differentiate the school from the rest of the higher education system. In these 26 years, 26 editions, this master has become a platform for the meeting of the different components of the insurance panorama. Higher education institutions, but also corporations and regulators, professionals, both at the national and at the international level. And we have developed on this platform a web of relations, a very rich web of relations with so many people, so many interesting people and so many different entities. And it's a privileged position, which has offered us the possibility to observe what's going on in the insurance, in the financial, in the economic and world, but also in society. And to follow these macro trends from, again, a very privileged position, firsthand, by discussing these evolutions with the protagonists. Meanwhile, the school overall has become an established business school, integrated both with the academic and with the corporate worlds. Our positioning is very niche, we would say, because we are centered on an educational offer which is only focusing on postgraduate and post-experience education, as this master is, very well exemplifying. We are expanding our activities also at the corporate training and executive education levels. We have been collaborating for many years with many of our corporate stakeholders. On top of this, as we are an academic institution, we feel we are primarily an academic institution. We are running also research, not basic research, more applied research to serve the needs of the business world mainly. And last but not least, we are very much focused on achieving and retaining the best possible accreditations for management education. Today, your master holds a very clear and stable position in the landscape for managerial education. And the proof of this is that we are running now the 27th edition. We are closing the 26th. So quite many editions, which are a proof of continuity, but also of this credibility and this very solid standing that all our programs have. It's not only your case, but also the 36 editions now of the MBA in International Business, the 28 editions of the Executive MBA, the 15 editions of the Executive Master in Insurance and Finance, and not to forget the 25 editions of the Origini program, just to name a few programs that have such a continuity, which is quite unique. And it's a guarantee also of the value of the degree that we award, having the possibility to count on, also the next editions, which will, continue a tradition and also develop a sort of an intergenerational solidarity and attachment among people who have attended, programs in this school in different years, in different decades. And proof of this, again, is tomorrow, the meeting of the community in Milan. As an academic institution, we, of course, tend to, and we aim at preserving academic excellence, both in teaching and in doing research. But at the same time, we also want to, preserve the business relevance. We want to be able to speak and to continue speaking with our students and our stakeholders, and to help them fix issues, solve problems, and to better understand what's going on out there. Research and innovation are key to sustain such ambition, again, to be academically excellent and relevant for business. And in this respect, we are running important research activities, mostly through the recently established Center for Insurance Research, which we have named to the memory of Ermanno Pitacco. An amazing person, but also a very high-standing academic who helped us establish this program, the Master in Insurance and Risk Management. And quite a few of you are also taking advantage of the endowment that he has left to this school to provide funding to scholarships based on merit, based on the willingness to pursue higher education goals. So we would like to very much to thank the memory of Ermanno. At the innovation level, we are very active in promoting any development that may impact on business education. For example, the implications and the applications of AI on education and also on the business models. So we are working a lot on this. And of course, we are also caring and focusing a lot on the areas of sustainability and how sustainability may change the way we run businesses. We have a sound strategy, and the main goals we are pursuing for the coming years are to further expand our portfolio of programs, both at the master level but also at the executive education level, and to further expand also the network of relations we have with corporations and business schools all around the world. To this end, we are committing significant resources, both to develop human capital, mostly our faculty, and also to fund investments in infrastructure, in particular the applications of technology in business education. We aim also having a social impact, and proof of this is the recent establishment of the MIB Foundation. It's 1 year ago. We are promoting with this foundation a series of activities that go beyond education or pure education, but are synergistic to education. For example, the promotion of scholarship, the charity initiatives, cultural activities, and any kind of collaboration with public or private institutions. In pursuing this strategy, we are very much supported by our governance bodies, the stakeholders, the board of directors, which is very well representing our stakeholders base, and also our outstanding and very committed faculty. On top of this, we are also leveraging on advisors, both from academia and from outside. And of course, also, we take advantage from the accreditation agencies, which are visiting periodically the school and are confirming our standing, our reputation, our standards of quality. How do they view us? Well, recently we have received the visit of the Association of MBAs. We have a portfolio, quite a broad portfolio of MBA programs. And you know, these reviewers, they have commended us for the functionality of the structure, which is a gem, you know, historically, but it's also very, very effective as a place, you know, to run educational activities. They praised us also for the partnership we have developed with the University of Trieste, particularly with respect to the Master in Insurance Risk Management and the MBA in International Business. And they have also commended the commitment of the faculty and the spirit of collaboration that we express and we have in carrying out our activities. And of course, last but not least, the strengths of you know, our community of students and alumni. So after having given this short account of the school, let me now return to today's event, the very reason we are gathered here in the Ferdinandeo main hall. We celebrate the accomplishments of, if I counted you well, 36 young talents, young leaders, which have put a lot of effort, time, commitment, and also your skills, your passion to do what? To achieve this degree, but also to become a different person if you compare yourself to 12 years ago, and to become an example of what we believe should be leadership. Leadership is a key function for any organization in any place in the world, but it's not easy to exercise this function because you have to have vision, commitment, the capacity to manage complexity and uncertainty, and also the courage to innovate and without losing sight to social responsibility. So we believe that you are in the right direction to become such kind of leaders. And we warmly congratulate you for your achievement, for achieving this well-deserved degree. We hope to continue working with you, both at the individual level or within the alumni community. And let me express my best wish on behalf of the school, of course, and myself, my best wishes to all of you. Long live MIP and long live its graduates. Thank you.
Now I hand the floor over to Professor Seganti, Director of BM Program.
Thank you, Antonietta. And ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, colleagues, dear graduates, family and friends, welcome and good afternoon. Today we celebrate the graduation of the 26th edition of the Master in Insurance and Risk Management, and at the same time we have the opportunity to welcome and to celebrate the new edition, the 27th edition of our Master that started a few weeks ago. We are very proud of these two significant results. And to face a social and economic context even more complex, the updating of our master program is a challenging and a never-ending process. I think that is a process that starts at the foundation of our master program in 2000 and is still done every year. And this is very important because, as our rector said before, flexibility and innovation is very important in the past and in the future too. Because the scenario in which insurance, financial services, but at the end of the day, companies work is rapidly evolving. And the scenario is very complex in terms of economic point of view. The financial issues, the social and demographic issues are changing fast. And this dynamic context implies that insurance companies have to face, to support, and to satisfy with the new product, the new risk, the new needs of customers of the insurance context. And innovation is very important, and we can do this not only thanks to our faculty and core faculty and visiting faculty, but thanks to a very strict relationship with companies, with consultant managers that help us to improve every year our program. And this cooperation is a distinguished activities that is very important in terms of legacy and in terms of collaboration with the business community. But let me now to turn to some specific issues of this 26th edition of MIRM. First of all, our students, 36 participants coming from Argentina, Ghana, Spain, El Salvador, Turkey, Greece, Mexico, Indonesia, Brazil, Kenya, Vietnam, Malaysia, Romania, India, and of course, Italy. 29 as the average age at the commencement of MIRM courses, 5.5 years of average working experience, various types and levels of university degrees in the following areas: law, data science, civil engineering, electrical engineering, economic and finance, finance accounting, business administration, finance and control, statistics and actuarial science, finance and insurance, banking and finance, banking, human resources management, mathematics, maritime studies, commerce, applied economics, photochemistry, and molecular materials. Then the corporate side, the financial support consisting in scholarships provided by Fondazione Gasbarri, Alleanza Assicurazioni, Assicurazioni Generali, Allianz, ANIA, the Italian Association between Insurance Companies, EY, KPMG, and Mazars. internship and placement offered by Allianz Italy, Allianz SE, AG, M-Trust, Gruppo Assicurazioni Generali, Danieli, Marsh and Guy Carpenter, East Africa Reinsurance Company Limited, Verti Assicurazioni. Finally, the MIB word, the MIB staff. A staff engaged in the master management, administration, teaching organization, tutorship, computer assistant, internship management, and placement. The teaching staff, that is the MIRM core faculty and the visiting faculty, mainly person coming from insurance company, consultant, auditing and risk management firm, as well from various universities. As program director of this master, I wish to express warm thanks to all the managers, the professional and the practitioner who have given the proof of a strong interest in culture and in professional development. Moreover, the MIRM program has two important certifications. The first given by ASFOR, the Italian association between the business school, that is the Italian accreditation system, and the second one given by the EFMD, the European Foundation for Management Development. Thanks to these special awards, the MIRM is a benchmark of excellence for Italian and international management education in the field of insurance and risk management. And according to the Eduniversal Best Master Ranking, MIRM is number 5 in risk management at the worldwide level. The success of a master program depends not only on its wide contents, on the methodologies applied, not even in the size of the international network. I think that the key ingredient is the participants, and what really counts and makes the difference is, in other words, the human element. And beyond the qualities of everyone, what counted a lot in the success of this edition was the strong integration between participants and your willingness to share knowledge and experiences. It was a mix of energy, motivation, and enthusiasm that make possible to transform a master course, however excellent, into an experience that has left its hallmark on your personally. That has transformed a professional learning process into a life-changing experience. The result has been a year that has contributed to your personal growth and enrich your own individual values. Values like personal integrity, social awareness, and responsibility. The emphasis on values is, in your mind, is important because is crucial to fully assess the return on investment in attending the MIR program. In our view, the outcomes of a master program must be evaluated not only in terms of knowledge growth or in terms of improvement in your management culture, but also to be found in the development of your personal skills and in the construction of a network of working and personal relation with other people. Relation in particular with your companion, first of all, but not only, is very, very important to have this relationship, is to maintain and to increase the network. And it's important to be part of all the MIRM participants of the whole edition, part of the alumni of Trieste School of Management, and of course, to maintain the network and the relationship with our faculty and with the companies and the visiting faculty and consultants and managers. You have, at the end of the day, the great responsibility to developing and making the most out of this legacy and relation, because you are now part of this network, and in the future you have to improve it. As a closing remark, I wanted to express the school gratitude for having had the privilege of working with such an excellent group of people as you are. Now, after looking back, it's time to looking forward. Today, all of you start a long road, and along which you must make a decision that will be decisive for your future, for your professional future, of course. And career planning and career management should be your life motive in your coming years. Over the past month, we have tried to prepare you for these choices and giving you guidance and advice. My personal wish, but the wish of all the MIRM staff and the MIRM community, is that you can soon identify the road most suitable for you. And today you will receive your master degree in insurance and risk management. Be proud of this qualification that you have earned through grit and fall. And with it bear high the name and the prestige of our school and our community. MIRM Class 2025, my warmest wishes to all of you. Thank you very much.
Since the very first edition of our master's programs, the community of our graduates, the Alumni Association, has been constantly growing year after year. Today, it has more than 2,800 members in 90 countries on all continents. The association actively participates in placement support, promoting contacts among companies, and offering our graduates a range of opportunities for networking and replacement. The Vice President of the Alumni Association, Caterina Robba, will speak today on behalf of all colleagues on teams, on MIS teams. Caterina, thank you very much for your participation. Please take the floor.
Hello, everyone. I don't know if you can hear me.
Yes, we can.
Okay, super. Hello, everyone. And first of all, congrats to all of graduates, and thank you for the professors to invite me today just for a brief introduction of the MIB Alumni Association. So as of today, you will be part of this amazing community. You will see how much we are trying to be active among us. We are trying to organize a lot of and different activities among our communities and through all the ex-alumni present in all the world, on all the countries around the world. So first of all, again, congratulations. I know how much is tough these 9 months. I passed through them as well. But you will see that it will worth it, all the effort that you put in these 9 months. So our community is always open for you for support. Also, we are present with a lot of local events. It's the MIB Alumni Talks. So this year we had the pleasure to host more than 15 events in 7 different cities. And as the Dean Traconia mentioned before, we are pleased this year to have this moment of reunion tomorrow in the tower of PwC in Milan. To celebrate together to you, I hope, also the 20 years of Alumni Association. So this will be a moment for us to connect, to enlarge our network, to explain to you as well what is the function of the Alumni Association. Saying that, our purpose, first of all, is to engage our community. trying to sharing knowledge, have a moment together to support you, because I know that a lot of you, as me, will maybe move in another country to perceive other opportunity and start the internship or already a position. So feel free to reach out to me or and my colleagues of the alumni council if you need any support. And as I mentioned before, we will try to engage you as much as possible and enlarge our community. So we have a lot of ambassadors ready to support you around the world. So if you need any support, but if you want also to let's say try to support us, if you want to volunteer, be an ambassador, feel free to do it, because it will be a nice opportunity as well. Thank you so much, and celebrate, because now is your time to celebrate this amazing day and this amazing graduation. Thank you so much.
This is not only a moment of celebration, but it's also a moment of reflection and confrontation. It is a tradition of the school to invite key figures of the business community to make a speech in front of our new graduates. The aim of such moments is to inspire the graduates and also to provide bright examples of high achievements, both at the personal and professional levels, and also of compliance to very high standards for leadership, values, and accountability. And today we're very pleased and honored to host Mr. Giovanni Liverani, the president of ANIA, the Italian Association of Insurers. Let me share with you very shortly a brief profile of Mr. Liverani. He was born in 1964 in Udine, raised in Verona, and graduated in engineering from the Politecnico di Milano, where he is recognized as a notable alumnus. He has dedicated his entire professional career to the insurance sector, distinguishing himself for his strategic vision, innovation, and international leadership. His journey with the Generali Group began in 1991 in Trieste at the group's central office research department. In 1993, he co-founded Genertel, the first online insurance company in Italy. At Genertel, Liverani held various positions, playing a crucial role in the development of sales, marketing, operations, and contributing decisively to the company's market success. Since 2006, after returning to the parent company, his profile has grown internationally with his appointment as area manager for Germany, Austria, and Switzerland. He then took on roles of increasing responsibility, becoming CEO for Europe, the Middle East, and Africa in 2013, and later, in 2015, CEO of Generali Deutschland AG, the second largest insurance company in Germany, and the group's largest geographic division after Italy. In this role, Liverani led an ambitious industrial relaunch plan characterized by a profound financial, operational, and commercial restructuring. Thanks to this transformation, the German business unit consolidated its market position and significantly strengthened its contribution to the Generali Group in terms of both premiums and profitability. In 2022, in addition to his responsibilities in Germany, he also assumed leadership of Central and Eastern Europe, and subsequently became CEO of the Germany, Austria, and Switzerland business unit. On June the 1st, 2024, Liverani stepped down from all operational roles within the Generali Group, and in December 2024, he was elected president of ANIA, the Italian Association of Insurers, shortly after being appointed chairman of the board of directors of Genertel. Liverani is today also vice president of FEBAF, Italian Banking, Insurance and Finance Federation, and a member of the Italian Corporate Governance Committee. We thank Mr. Liverani for being with us today, and we kindly invite him to give a speech, to deliver a speech in front of our graduates. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Tracogna, for this very long introduction. It's increasing the expectations. I'll try not to disillude you. Well, dear President of MIB, dear Professor Manut, dear Professor Tracogna, Director Seganti, Rector Ianelli, esteemed faculty, but most of all, dear graduates of the Master in Insurance and Risk Management. Good afternoon to all of you. It is truly an honor for me to be here in Trieste. Actually, it's also a pleasure, because Trieste is not only a city with a strong international and insurance vocation, it's also the town when I spent 20 years, where I spent 20 years in the best part of my life. So it's always a pleasure not only to be here, but also to speak from this perspective after 20 years of being in Trieste, in this wonderful place. I know that many of you come from different parts of the world, and even more significantly, I also know that some of you achieved the master's degree while working, while having a job. This is not just a footnote on your CV. It is the first, most powerful lesson you have already told us. You taught us that practical demonstration that resilience, sacrifice, and unconditional professional commitment means. So my heartfelt congratulations to all of you for this achievement. I do not want to deliver you today a lectio magistralis on very complicated insurance technical things and matters. First of all, because I'm not qualified to do that, and secondly, because the faculty professors are very well qualified and you had enough so far. But I would like to share with you some moments of my professional career in order to try to inspire you for your own way forward. When I look back at my journey as beginning as a young engineer, just graduated at the Politecnico di Milano, and becoming the president of ANIA, the Italian Association of Insurance and Reinsurance Companies, I see one constant. Insurance is a sector where technical competence is never the destination, but merely the starting point. There are two key moments I want to share with you, two quantum leaps, as I call them, in my professional journey that I think will inspire you for the next chapter of your professional life. In my 30s, unfortunately many, many years ago, in the early 90s, by the way, I had the opportunity to be among the co-founders of Genertel, the first direct online company in Italy. It was 1994. Actually, it was not even an online company because the web came along in Italy by the end of the 90s. Our story was exactly the story you would tell about a startup. We rented a small flat. The call center, the so-called call center, were 4 telephones in the living room. The archive was in the bathtub. So, like in the good old days in the Silicon Valley. It was Trieste, it was not California, but it worked. And I remember the skepticism at the beginning. We were told selling policies over the telephone, forget it. In Italy, impossible. The lesson here is simple yet fundamental. The future is not waited. The future is created. And to create it, you must be willing to break conventions. Your education in risk management is a license to predict and manage risk. But the true leader, if you want to become a true leader, is the one who uses that knowledge not just to protect the present, but to dare the future. Never be afraid to say there is a better way to do things. Years later, I spent a crucial period of time as CEO of Generali in Germany, managing the group's second largest division and the second biggest company in the German market. A huge organization made of 15,000 employees, 11 different companies, with a turnover of 15 billion euros and around 100 billion of reserves in the life insurance, out of which more than 1/3, so 35 billion euros, were invested in a book which had guarantees promised to the customers of 3% plus, 3, 4, 5, in a world where interest rates were falling down to zero. You can imagine a very big problem. Big problem. It involved leading a deep restructuring. And in this sentence, the most important word is not restructuring, which was complicated, by the way, but it is leading. It was not just about restructuring the balance sheet. It was about moving people, creating trust, changing the culture of the organization, taking bold and risky decisions. The biggest lesson I learned in these circumstances was that leadership is a service. You are not there for the glory. Yes, of course, glory is good to have, but you're not there for that. You are there to unlock the potential of the organization and of the people who you work with. And above all, the international experience, by the way, teaches you that there is no single right way to manage an insurance company. You come from diverse companies and countries. You bring different perspectives. Embrace the force of this diversity, because it is the true strength for tackling apparently unsolvable issues. Now, speaking about our profession, I want you to see it not as a financial commodity, as just like another way of managing finance of the people, but for what it truly is. Insurance is the backbone of modern society. We don't just manage insurance policies. We manage human and economic fragility, which is a totally different thing. First, we are protectors against uncertainties, and we are drivers to beat under insurance. Why is it so important? Today, Italy and much of the world are underinsured, yet at the same time, the world has become a much more dangerous place as it used to be when I was in your age. Think about natural catastrophes, for instance, floods, earthquakes. The frequency is increasing, also due to the climate change, and the magnitude is also increasing as well. When the state cannot cover everything, who steps in? We step in, the insurers, the insurance industry. Our job is to transform a potentially catastrophic risk, one that can annihilate companies or families, into a manageable certainty. And this is very important. This is an incredibly important role. You, with your expertise in risk management, are the pioneers who must bring solutions where uncertainty reigns. Second, We are the builders of a new welfare. Population aging, declining birth rates, pressure on public health care are only a few elements, a few phenomena which are creating a gigantic demographical risk in our societies. The insurance industry cannot replace the state, of course, but it can support and supplement it in tackling such gigantic demographic risk. You will work to provide private pensions and healthcare solutions that offer not only security to the citizens, but also dignity in their own life. This is a job, the insurance management is a job with a very, very profound social impact, with a special purpose. Never forget it. Third, we as insurers are great investors. Every premium we collect does not sit still. It becomes a considerable amount of long-term investment. And you can do quite a lot of things with long-term investments. The insurance is an essential engine for matters like the green transition, the technological innovation, productivity enhancement, and infrastructure buildings. Remember, we are the custodians of capital that has the power to shape a sustainable future. Your role in all this, as specialists, is to bridge between engineering risk and the real needs of the people. You are the translators who turn the technicalities of very complicated technical things like Solvency II, IFRS 17, you name it, into concrete value and solutions for families and businesses. Never forget this. The world is changing, and it is changing at an astonishing pace. Artificial intelligence, big data, telematics. These tools are not a threat. They are accelerators. Your masters has given you the analytical tools. Now you must cultivate the mindset and the ethics in order to play your role in the insurance space. First of all, be curious. Stay curious, always. Never stop learning. It's never too late to learn something. The master is a starting point, not the finish line. The sector of tomorrow will be dominated by those who can combine solid, old actuarial craft with the spirit of the modern time. Be international. You are international, actually. You have studied with colleagues from all over the world. Do not close yourself from now on off to a local view. Insurance is a global business. Your approach to risk must be global. Try to be leaders in innovation. As I learned with Genertel, innovation never arrives when you are comfortable. It requires extra effort. It requires to push yourself outside the so-called comfort zone. You, who completed the master while working or in a specific period of your life, know very well what that effort means. And last but not least, or better to say last and most importantly, my advice here is try to find as soon as possible, if you didn't do it so far, your North Star, your polar star. I urge you to always maintain an ethical principle as your guiding light. Always prioritize the good of the company or the good of the organization, even beyond and above the good of your own department or the good of your own personal benefit. This is the polar star. This has been my polar star. There is so much politics out there in the businesses, out there in the companies, that this can derail you, this can really derail you. Follow your own polar star and you will never go wrong. So, dear graduates, to conclude, the insurance sector is more relevant today than ever. With climate change, geopolitical instability, demographic challenges, macroeconomic trends, the demand for protection, prevention, and provision is only set to increase. You are in a growing business. I ask you to view your diploma not as a piece of paper, but as a responsibility, or better to say, in the insurance jargon, a liability to yourself. You have the skills to protect people, businesses. You make the economy more resilient with your job and to contribute to the common good. Remember the lessons of your journey. If you manage to reconcile in this intense period of time of your life the international master's degree with your own personal life, and for some of you also with your own job, it means that you have the energy, discipline, and vision which are necessary to face any challenge. The future of the insurance industry is actually in your hands. Go forth and build a stronger safety net for the world. Congratulations again for your diploma. The best is yet to come. Good luck to all of you, and thank you very much.
Now it's time to start the conferral of degrees. So I ask Professor Tracconi and Seganti to get close to the table. Francesco and ANIA from Italy. Elena Ballock from Italy. Brigid Busumzi-Sam. Brigid, she's not here today. She is online. Brigid, can you hear us? Congratulations. Giuseppe Calabrese from Italy. Brigid, she's not here today. She is online. Brigid, can you hear us?
Yes, please.
Kübra Kaliskanozturk from Turkey. Pedro Charaviglio from Argentina. Alessandro Galvanin from Italy. Pedro José Moreno Geoffroy from El Salvador. Gianluca Guerriero from Italy. Rossella Ianiro from Italy. Rossella is online. She's watching us. Are you there, Rossella? Congratulations. Francesca Maisto from Italy. Clevi Marcai from Italy. Sofia Martinez Diaz Guardamino from Spain. Carlo Maria Marzari from Italy. Omar Melis from Italy. Paulina Erika Mendoza Mendez from Mexico. Jonathan Naddi from Italy. Nguyen Tran Chau from Vietnam. Oi Can Vin from Malaysia. He's online, he's watching us on Teams. Here he is. Hello, Can Vin. Congratulations. You want to speak? Okay. Congratulations. Ettore Paltanin from Italy. Adrian Mihail Paunescu from Romania. Pablo Peña Romero from Spain. Blanca Perez Criado from Spain. Sonia Saddi from Italy. Fani Sara Francisca Silitonga from Indonesia. She is watching online. Are you there, Fani? Congratulations.
Thank you very much. Congratulations for everyone.
Alfredo Stricelli from Italy. Martin Susanto from Indonesia. Unfortunately, he cannot join us at all, but congratulations to Martin. Aikaterini Tifakidou from Greece. İpek Ulusoy from Turkey. Vanessa Vanenck Ramos from Brazil. Degrees with honors. Tommaso Battistin from Italy. Bonface Soniando Mokaya from Kenya is online. Hello, Bonface, congratulations.
Hello, congratulations everyone.
Giacomo Stulle from Italy. Degrees with high honors. Ludovico Pittani from Italy. Vieri Terzani del Rosso from Italy. Leonardo Viero from Italy. It's our tradition to give the floor now to the representatives of our graduates who will take the floor on behalf of all of them. So I invite Sofia and Blanca to take the floor.
Good afternoon, distinguished faculty, proud families, friends, and most importantly, my fellow graduates. I'm honored to speak before you as we celebrate the end of our academic chapter. Well, we made it. Some of us sprinted through this master's in 1 year. Others took the 2-year route. But as I look around this room, I can confirm that the eye bags and coffee addiction levels are remarkably similar regardless of our timeline. They say education is the great equalizer, and nothing proves that more than seeing all of us here today, equally wondering if we'll remember any of the formulas, theories, or frameworks we crammed into our brains before exams or presentations. In this year, we've consumed more caffeine than medical professionals would recommend. We've mastered the skill of looking attentive while daydreaming about sleep. Ettore would probably teach a master class on that. We've learned that I'll start this assignment early is the funniest joke we could tell ourselves. And we've realized that being on time is, well, overrated. Clevie will confirm this. Now, here we stand, wondering how a single year could feel so incredibly long and impossibly short at the same time. When we first began this journey, we were strangers with nothing in common except a shared curiosity for our field and perhaps a collective anxiety about whether we'd made the right choice. I still remember the first day. All of us awkwardly introducing ourselves during leadership dynamic class, trying to sound impressive while secretly wondering if we were the admission office mistake. But something magical happened along the way. Late afternoons in class turned into casual study groups. Thank you, Tomás Samvieri. Study groups turned into dinner plans at Francesco's. Dinner plans turned into karaoke nights and parties led by our cavallo. And before we knew it, we were building a friendship. Remember that first group project, the earthquake? When we all politely agreed while secretly thinking what everyone else's idea were completely wrong? And then, somehow, our combined perspectives created something better than any of us could have achieved alone. That's when I first understood the real value, what we were learning here. Because the learning that happened in these walls went far beyond textbooks and lectures. Yes, we mastered complex theories and professional skills, but we also learned resilience when facing challenges that seem impossible. We learned patience with others and ourselves. We learned how to give and receive feedback with grace, and perhaps most importantly, we learned that growth rarely happens in comfort zones.
As we prepare to leave this institution and carry our knowledge into the world, I hope we remember the most important lessons weren't just academic. We learned that collaboration beats competition, that diverse perspective leads to better solutions, and that sometimes the most valuable learning happens during coffee breaks, when someone casually explains a concept in a way that finally makes it click. So what's next for us? We have jobs lined up, others are continuing their academic journey, and some of us are still figuring. And that's perfectly okay. In the years to come, some of us will make breakouts in research, others will start companies, lead teams, or find innovative solutions to urgent problems. And maybe some of us will take a completely different path, discovering new passions and opportunities we can even imagine today. But whatever path we take, I hope we carry forward our time here. Now, before we conclude this ceremony, let us take a moment to express our gratitude to those who have been with us through this academic year. First of all, our faculty, to each and every professor that contribute in providing us with the tools and knowledge in order to become more critical thinkers, strategic minds, and effective team players. A special thanks to the canteen staff for nourishing our bodies throughout our 9 to 6 shifts that sometimes felt endless. To our class representatives, Vieri and Fanny, you've been our voice and our negotiators, from extending deadlines to clarifying the most critical instructions. Your countless emails and WhatsApp updates keep us sane. To our program director, Professor Seganti, for making us think about how we will develop ourselves in today's professional world, and reminding us that we might have to work until we're 17 in order to strain the pension system. And finally, our program manager, Mrs. Barone, We know it's not easy to manage a large group of multicultural students and that there is a heavy workload behind every promotion. Thank you for ensuring the proper course of our master. Today, you are also graduating from us. And we wanted to give you both a gift on behalf of the entire class. So, my fellow graduates, as we prepare to toast our caps in the air, let's make a pact. Let's continue to support each other's growth, because this diploma may have our individual names on it, but the achievement belongs to all of us collectively. We did this together. Congratulations, Myanmar. We made it, and we go. We made it, and wherever we go next, let's never forget how far we've come all together. Thank you.
Okay, so just a few words from my side now. I won't take a long time, but I wish to tell you something. So, dear MIM graduates, today marks a significant milestone, the culmination of your dedication, perseverance, and collaborative efforts, who contributed to making the MIM program such an enriching and transformative experience. Throughout your time here, you've had the opportunity to grow personally and professionally, to confront your limitations, and to strive for continuous improvement. The qualities that you brought you here to this point, your commitment, resilience, and a strong work ethic have been instrumental in your success. I encourage you to continue cultivating these attributes, as they will undoubtedly serve you well in the journey ahead. May you bring with you fond memories of your time at MIRM. I warmly invite you to remain connected with the school, with us in the years to come, because you are and you always be valued members of the MIB global community. This year has also been marked by a truly joyful and inspiring event. Two of MIRM participants, Brigid and Vanessa, welcomed new lives into the world. Their ability to balance the demands of the program with the joys and responsibilities of parenthood is a testament to the extraordinary strength and determination within this cohort. Congratulations on this achievement, and my very best wishes for your future. I would also like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to your families and for the unwavering support and encouragement they have provided throughout this demanding year. Congratulations and best wishes. So now the institutional part of the ceremony is finished. Before going to celebrate together in the building nearby for some refreshments, our photographer will take a picture of you, of the whole group of graduates, together with our speakers. And so I invite all of your parents and also the guests who sit there to move to your left, because we have to arrange a space to take this picture. Thank you so much.